Pressure. This is where I get down. This is where the magic happens. Where that magic happens. And voila. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Colorado Caddy, and we are back with another one.
You and I know you about that life.
I know it has been a minute, but guys, let me tell you something. Life's been busy. You know what I'm saying? I started a brand, as a lot of you guys know that follow me on my other social medias. If you don't know and you don't follow me on my other social medias, go check those out right here, and go check out this website ASAP. We have been getting down. We have been in the kitchen. We've been cooking. Y'all already know what the business is. So let me give you a brief walkthrough of what has been going on. Like I just said, my name is Colorado Caddy, and I have been involved in PEV scene for about 5 years now. Me and my wife have been going really strong. Started electric skateboarding, got into one-wheeling, electric drift triking. Now we ride Sur-Rons. We still ride everything, but Sur-Rons are our go-tos right now. We have been crazy about e-bikes ever since the day we stepped on them. But still, big shout out to the whole PEV community. Everyone, y'all already know I love you guys. But at the end of the day, I'm an ex-alcoholic, or I guess I'm still an alcoholic, whatever. We're not going to get into my past in this video, but long story short is I was the definition of I'm not going to go ahead and say that. Y'all can go ahead and read my lips. You already know I'll put the little beep in there, whatnot. But it was not good. What I had turned myself into was not good. 70 years ago, I got sober with the help of my wife. Mad shout out to my grandma who put up with a whole bunch of stuff. She was there through the whole sobriety process. But yeah, and I've just been trucking along. I've been really focused on my recovery. I've been really focused on things like that. But I do not have the best of backgrounds. I'm knowledgeable in a lot of things. I'm good at business. I'm good at marketing. I'm good at promotions. And I am good at fashion design. I love putting outfits together. I love clothing. I love all of that. Which brings me into what I have been doing. I started a brand. Serious about this. SAT, it's been a dream of mine for a really long time to just start something like this. And we weren't in the best financial spot. We weren't anything like that. But every day it was just the same. We were moving along, but we weren't moving forward. And that was the biggest thing. We had built up towards all this stuff. We saved up for camera equipment. We've got all the things. We've done all these events. We had found what we really love to do, but what were we going to do with it? What are we going to do with everyone that we know, with everything that we love, with everything that we've learned? How are we going to turn this into something that can sustain our family? So we're thinking and we're thinking and we're thinking, and then it comes to us. Let's launch this clothing brand. Let's do what we have been planning. I have blueprints of different clothes. I have ideas for different clothing in my notes from the last several years. And it was just time to make something actually happen. We had a few things lined up, and those ended up falling through a few days before the drop. I had marketed everything. I had advertised everything. I had done this. And so what we had to do was we had to just take a risk. We had to put everything on the line and be like, you know what? We are going to invest in ourselves. We are going to make something happen. We are going to bring something good to this community. We're going to give back to this community. If you know me, you know how much I love everyone. You know how much I'm screaming, hooting, hollering. Priscilla too, my wife, at every ride out. We are just super stoked and super fortunate, super blessed to just be there in the first place. How can I give that back? How can we give that love back to the community? Clothing. Let's bring something different into this. Let's bring something we really care about. And so I sat down, I started learning different methods, I started researching different things, and I made my first Progress crew neck. You guys can check out my last video. It was the first crew neck, first sweatshirt I had actually made from start to finish. And I fell in love with it. It's very, very good for my mind. It's something I can get my artistic things. I can tell my stories. I can tell everything that's up in my head, whether it's good or it's bad. I can put it all onto this clothing and get it out into the world. And that is my way of bringing the world my love. Eventually, I'd like to grow this brand to the point where we can sponsor all different kinds of riders, all different kinds of people, from skateboarding to barbers to musicians to everything. Anybody who is serious about what they are doing, anybody who's serious about making something of themselves, that is what we are wanting to bring to the world. That is what we are bringing to the world with our clothing. Now, let's get into the process of making some of this stuff. So these are just some of the designs that I have came up with and that I have done. You can see, I mean, I'm putting a lot into this. These are some of the newer ones I've been working on. Let me turn off this color light. Working on these puff print designs. These are a bit tough to get down correctly, but I am learning. I really like that logo. We have the Work Zone shirt going on. We have the Serious About This. We have the Gutter Superstar. This shirt right here really means a lot to me. This is basically, as you can see, it's like a street kid, right? So there's basically what I envisioned with this shirt is like, this is a street kid, a kid from the gutter, looking across the street at a successful person like, oh my God. With their little mask on, they feel like they can absolutely beat anything in the world, and anybody really can be. And on the back it really does say anybody from anywhere can become anything. That is the point of all this. That's what I'm trying to get across with this shirt, is that child right there may have nothing at all but that mask, but that child right there feels like a superstar, and at that moment that child truly believes they can be anything in the world. And I really do believe that. I mean, like I said in the beginning of this, I was an absolute fuck up. I was the definition of a problem. Growing up, I was the definition of a problem. I'm not necessarily proud of any of this, but this is just the way it is. That is, I came to terms with a lot of the problems that I have in my adult life are things that I brought upon myself when I was growing up. I did these things. I made the decision to act like that. But I'm also that same person that made the decision to one day start a business like this, start a brand, start something. It's clothing, yes, but it is more than clothing. This is my way of, like I said, showing the world my love, giving back to the world. But this is my way of showing every single one of these kids that anything can be done, that we can achieve success with the hand we were dealt. It's just how we play it. You know, you can't change the way you grew up, you can't change the way you were brought up, but you can change the way you are living any day. It's not going to be overnight. But if you have a passion for something, and you have a drive for something, and you're serious about something, you can make it happen. I promise that. Promise. Now, let's get into this making of clothing. We did decide to get one of the Cricut Maker 3s. This is a vinyl cutter. I know there's a lot of back and forth on Cricuts and stuff like that, but I really love this machine. It does everything a big vinyl cutter is going to do. And I can do it all from right here, obviously from my house. I have my transfers up here. I do order some of my transfers off of Ninja Transfers. Big shout out Ninja Transfers, they've been great. Over here's all my sticker material. This is for all the vinyl stickers. Any vinyls that anybody needs done, please feel free to drop a comment. I can get them made. Hit me up, let's work. This is all different vinyls. These are all puff prints. This is all other vinyl. I mean, I have everything. This is the heat press I'm using at the moment. I started with this. I started with this little itty bitty iron, moved up to this. We are saving up. We are currently in the process of getting a bigger heat press. In here, I got just some little measurement stuffs. I have all my patch letters for the Progress crew necks, the hoodies. In here, we have a bunch of other patches from different designs I've been working on, different things I've been doing. This is all... I didn't know how I felt exactly about making this video. I didn't know if I wanted to show everybody how I was doing things or what it was. I'm super proud of everything I'm doing though, so I just want to show it. Like I said, I'm not out here to compete with anybody. I'm not out here trying to take anybody's spot. I'm not here trying to monopolize anything. Anybody can do what I'm doing. You just got to be able to put in the work, which it has been non-stop work. Weeding vinyl is meticulous. I mean, it's very tedious. It takes a really long time. A lot of people ask me about that on the designs. Yeah, it takes a minute, and then to press it, to get it right. I'm spending about an hour on each t-shirt. And that's from design process. So what I'm doing is I am designing everything right here on the iPad. I create it from scratch, not just in Cricut Design Space. There are a couple other apps I do use for designing. I figured out how to turn certain things into SVG files. That's a whole nother video in itself. But yes, this has been a big learning curve for me. I thought I could make clothes because when I was younger, I would just sew some things onto stuff and make them look flashy, whatnot. There's a whole process behind this, and I am learning as I go. But I am very, very proud of the quality I have been putting out. I have got amazing feedback from everybody. These crew nests especially, I mean, all of my lettering is on point. Everything is done. Everything is QC'd by me. I check everything. I've also been sending out little thank you cards, handwritten thank you cards, just to everybody, just because I really do appreciate this. And yeah, that's an extra minute onto everything, and it's been getting, there's been a couple days where it's been super overwhelming, and there's been days where I haven't got any orders and I've just got really bummed out on exactly what it is I'm doing. I think everybody goes through that in the beginning of startup. So, but this is what I'm doing. I have everything into this. I am bound to be successful. I want to show my family that I can make something of myself. I want to show myself that I can make something of myself. I want to show every single little getter superstar out there you can make something of yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is all about. But yeah, it's been fun. Let's make a t-shirt real quick. I'll show you guys some things. So first part of this whole process obviously is, so we are gonna design a front logo for the Work Zone shirt. This is a fluorescent green shirt. Work Zone on the back, of course, for all my people out there putting in work while they are on their bikes. You'll be seen, you know what I'm saying? Let everyone know what you out here doing. But yeah, we can go ahead and throw a front on this. I haven't really thought of what I want to do yet, so right now we just throw on some music. We sit here, we vibe out for a minute. Boom, hit that, put on some music and just vibe. Try to figure out what I want to throw on it. Hop up in this design space real quick. Figure this out. Got it figured out. I know what I'm going to do with it. It's in the process of making right now. Oh man, I think my little light blew out. I've been using this little light. Man, that little light's been saving me. I really hope it didn't just blow out. Oh, quick tip for everybody. When you are downloading from Canva and you are, I mean, you have to have Canva Pro to do this, but when you are downloading after you create your design on Canva, we just created this one. After you create your design on Canva, be sure when you download it with a transparent background. Otherwise, you're going to go to upload it, go to print it, and it's just going to be a block. Just a block. No nothing else, because it's reading the background at the same time. Duh, sillies. So we're going to get this all loaded up, get the vinyl in here. I love this smart vinyl. Honestly, it saves a lot of time, but if you don't want to use this stuff and you want to use something a little bit cheaper, you can always just use the mats. I mean, the mats work just fine. They really do. So this is all user error right here. You just get that loaded in, you know what I'm saying? And now we are going to go into actual design space and get this thing. Oh, what am I doing wrong here? Am I just being an idiot? Sometimes, guys, I am an idiot. And this is what I'm saying, guys. For real, if I can do it, anybody can do this. That being said now, not everybody can do this the way I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but let me tell you right now, there has been a lot of learning to do. I put a whole bunch of work into designing stuff. There's so much different stuff I've designed, I've made, I haven't liked, I don't put out, I don't post, I don't nothing, but I'm in here every day as much as I possibly can be grinding my off. So what I'm going to do with this particular logo is I'm going to get a little funky, just because the black and the green, this black and this green, it's not popping to me. So I'm going to throw a little bit of red in there just on the front logo, see how that looks. Hopefully it works right. If not, it's going to be another shirt that's just added to my collection. Here we go. 3, 2. Oh man, countdown was way off. I'm not refilming that whole bit, sorry. But yeah, now we let that cook real quick. And like I said, it is a 2-layer design, so as soon as that's done, we'll just swip out that vinyl to a different color, and then we'll move on to pressing. Color 2, pow. We're still vibing, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing to this, you know what I'm saying? You can't, when I come in here, everything goes away. Everything gets left out there. This is my little kitchen. You know what I'm saying? This is where I get down. This is where the magic happens. Where that magic happens. One thing with vinyl is you do have to have a decent amount of patience in you to be able to deal with the really, really small things like this. We're now going to take this little wiggly design, throw this on top of that design. That's where kind of the skill gets involved, but I got this. And voila. I like it. I think it came out fresh. You know what I'm saying? Not too much, not too little. Just enough. I still have a couple small little details I need to throw in there. Things like the tag, things like a little print on the arm sleeve. But yeah, that's about the gist of it. I've been crazy busy with those, with the shirts, with everything. Still writing, organizing rides. We have Sur-Ron Mega Ride coming up. I have Electrify Expo out in Arizona coming up actually next weekend. If you're in Arizona, come through, say what's up. But yeah, it's non-stop work this year, but that is the name of the game. That's what you got to do when you want to progress in life. There's no easy way to this. Nobody's going to hand you the secret to success. You just got to go out there and try and try and try. You got to take a couple L's. You got to take a couple L's to make a W. You know what I'm saying? God, that was corny. But on that note, let's just go ahead and end this before I keep talking. Much love to everybody. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you to everybody showing support. Make sure you go visit the website right now. Here's a link. I'll throw it up here too. Again, until next video, guys. Peace.